Hey mamas, I'm so excited to have you joining the 5 days to a feel good schedule challenge. Today's video is all about like intros and getting to know me because most likely you found this through a Facebook group or you found this on Instagram. You might know a little bit about me and a little bit about my business, but I don't feel like social media allows for maximum engagement all of the time. So I wanted to share with you my story, how the Riss Lawton Company came to exist, what I do, how I do it, and why I do it, and specifically why I work with mompreneurs. So a little bit about me. Again, my name is Marissa. Some of you may not even know that, but I came to business or being a business owner in kind of a unique way. I always knew I would be an entrepreneur. I always knew I'd have my own business. I didn't know if it was going to be my own bar, restaurant, or at one point, my own counseling agency or what, but I knew that I would have my own business. But when I pictured that, I pictured, in my 40s or 50s, after my kids were grown. I didn't think that young females owned businesses. And as you know, and can see, that's just not the case, and that's not true, and that's why we're all here. And it's very possible to do this while being moms, and even while being moms of young kids. Yes, we have unique challenges as mompreneurs, and that's one of the things that this 5 days is going to address, but that does not mean that it's not doable. So I knew that I was always going to be an entrepreneur. So I went to business school, and I actually got my bachelor's in finance from a top 20 business school. So top 20 in the whole country, and I studied really hard, and I got good grades, and came out with this finance degree, and I was going to just rule the world, the business world. And then I started working, and I started to hate it. It was way too corporate for me, and I just had this vision of helping people. But when I would talk about the people I wanted to help, a lot of my bosses were like, oh, there's no money in that. Or, oh, we can't do financial services for that population because you won't make a commission and you'll never get rich from that. And so I knew that kind of wasn't for me. That wasn't my mentality of just getting rich. So fast forward, married my husband. We moved to the middle of nowhere, Alaska. I am a military spouse, so you never know where you're going to get sent. You never know what is going to happen to your career. So I found myself in the middle of nowhere looking for any kind of financial institutions to work for, and the place I found myself was a bank, being a teller. And nothing against that, but when I had worked for managers of financial services companies, I knew that this just wasn't my place. For me, I took that as a sign that, okay, this wasn't right for me. So my husband deployed to Afghanistan, and I took that time. We didn't have kids yet. I took that time to do some soul searching, and actually ended up getting my master's degree in mental health counseling. So I was down this whole corporate finance road and went this huge detour over here to mental health counseling. And so I found myself really helping people. It didn't matter their demographic or the amount of money they made or any of those things that held me up in the corporate finance world. I was helping people regardless. But I was missing that strategy piece. I was missing the side of my brain that was a business owner or a business person. And so that wasn't quite fulfilling yet either. So again, another big, huge life change is my daughter was born. And I never thought I'd be a stay-at-home mom. Never, ever, ever. It just was not for me. I have the utmost respect for stay-at-home moms, but I actually happened to be raised by a single mom. And so a single mom who had, her degree, who was a successful professional, who owned her home. And so I saw her struggle for that success and be a mom. So I knew that staying at home just wasn't in my blood. So after a couple of months, I was just, how can I put these two halves of my personality together? How can I be a strategist and how can I be a helper? And so, I just had a baby, but that's when I birthed my business baby. And so that's where the Riss Lawton Co. came from. I I really just knew that there were moms out there who wanted a lifestyle where they were going to be home with their kids or available for field trips or available for a lot of the things that my mom wasn't available for me. Um, but on the flip side of that coin, have success and have a career. And so that's where I found my way to being a mompreneur and helping mompreneurs. So that's what this challenge is going to be all about. This challenge is the 5 days to a feel good schedule. So yes, we are going to strategize. We are going to prioritize, organize all of the I's words that will use, my strategy skills from business school and just from life in general. But we're also going to incorporate that feel good part of this. This is all about finding balance as a mompreneur, feeling that you are succeeding in raising your real life babies and in raising your business babies. So there is the mindset part of that, and that is where my counseling background comes in. So I've really meshed these two sides of my personality to give you something that is not only going to change the way you run your business and the way that you run your family, but also leave you feeling finally like you're not neglecting one for the other, or you're not choosing one over the other. So I'm just so excited to get started with you guys. The way this is going to work is every day you're going to get a little video from me. The videos will be under 20 minutes long. I'm a mompreneur too. I know that our time is super, super valuable, and I designed this specifically to be very actionable and very digestible. So each video that you get will be under 20 minutes long, and you'll have a task each day to put in place. And by the end of the week, the end of the 5 days, you'll have learned how to make your daily schedule something that not only kicks ass in your business, but kicks ass for your family too. And you're going to feel good about everything that you get done that day. You're going to feel good about how you raised your babies and how you were present for your family. And you're also going to feel good about how you accomplished your goals for your business. So what you'll need to do is you'll need to give me 20 minutes for each video. Okay, and then what else you need is I'll be using my Google Calendar. I'm going to actually share with you guys my real calendar, just because I wasn't going to make a fake calendar just for this challenge. Like, you'll really see how I run everything and how I organize everything, and you'll see where it gets crazy, and you'll see where I have to set aside special time. But make sure that if you use a paper planner, if you use Asana or Trello or iCal or whatever you're using to track your stuff, that's totally cool. Don't feel like you have to set up a Google Calendar just for this. Use what you have. There'll also be worksheets for days 3 and 4, which you can just download right from the site where the challenge is being hosted. But those will help you kind of organize and get some of those priorities together that we'll be talking about on those 2 days. And then what I really want you to try and do is don't only watch the videos, but actually do the stuff. Like, maybe watch the video through once and then replay it. And as you're watching it the second time, be doing the things that are being shown to you. Because a lot of times we consume all this information and we're learning, but we're not doing, and we're not putting it into use. And I really want you guys to try this system, or to try pieces and parts of this system that are going to work for you and that are going to give you that feel-good schedule. So you'll need 20 minutes for the videos and maybe another 20-30 minutes to actually put the stuff in place. As for that, you'll see in each email that I invite you, please hit reply and let me know how that day went for you. If there was something that hung you up, or if you got stuck somewhere, or if some of it just isn't panning out and you can't figure out how to schedule it, just hit reply to that email, and I will just help you in any absolute way that I can. This is my passion, and I really, really want you at the end of this challenge to be able to feel like you have a schedule that you can really feel good about, that you can really be proud of, and know that you are doing the things in the various areas of your life and you're doing them well. So I'm really excited to get started. Tomorrow will be the first day of the challenge, and the first video will go out to you. So again, if you have any questions between now and then, just hit reply to any of these emails and let me know what you need. Thanks.